Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another tutorial for Bedrock Edition or Pocket Edition. Today we have a very simple and a basic iron farm for your world. This thing will get you about a stack of iron per hour. And yeah, it's very resource light. The most difficult thing to get is villagers, but those are actually really easy if you build a simple villager breeder. And as you saw there, it just spawned a golem and now it killed it. And yeah, there's some iron and some poppies that we got from testing this thing. Not too bad at all. This is not the most beautiful looking farm, but obviously you can decorate this in any way you like. I simply built it out of andesite and iron blocks so that you guys can count the blocks if you feel so inclined. So before we get to the materials list in the tutorial, I'm going to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video and maybe subscribe to the channel if you are new here, because that kind of stuff really does tell me that you want to see more tutorials and conversions and stuff for this version, and also just, you know, helps out the video and the channel an absolute ton. Anyway, with all that stuff out of the way, let's get to it. Alright, so what do you need to build this thing? First of all, you're going to need about 18 or so stacks of blocks. That's not too many considering the size of the farm. You can make that stone bricks or cobblestone, polished andesite, or even diorite if you feel edgy. You're also going to need an infinite water source, 22 oak doors, or any wooden door for that matter. You're going to need 10 villagers. I'll talk about how to get these guys at the end of the video. You're going to need 9 signs, a couple stacks of glass if you want to see the iron golems die, but that is purely optional. You can make that out of diorite or whatever you're building the rest of your farm out of. So you're then going to need 9 hoppers, a chest for some storage, and then a lava bucket. Some other stuff you'll need is a light emitting block of any kind, probably just torches. So before we really start building this thing, we're going to take a look at where you build it and at what height. So you need to build this pretty far away from any other iron farm or doors or villagers or anything like that, as Better Together is very strange with its mechanics, and villages can detect each other from extreme distances. Hopefully they change that stuff to be somewhat standard, hopefully pretty soon. So you need to build this probably about 150, 200 blocks away from any other doors or villagers or anything like that. You then want to figure out your height. You can build this at any height you like. You can build it underground, in the sky, all the way up at build limit, whatever you like. We're simply going to be doing like, you know, a 10, 15 block gap. Alrighty, so if you are building it pretty close to the ground, you're also going to want to light up the underside, because as you can see, things can spawn, and that is not good times. So start off your build with a 19 by 19 platform. You can count that there. Very simple and easy. So then around this thing, you want a wall that is 3 blocks tall going all the way down this side and that side and that side and that side. All the way around this thing, a wall that is 3 blocks tall. You can leave out these corner blocks. You can leave out these blocks here. But yeah, basically just build this going all the way around, 3 blocks tall. You should end up with something that looks a little bit like this. Alrighty, so in all the corners, you need to go up by 3 blocks on the corner 2 blocks right there, and that's just going to be your pillars and your infrastructure for your second floor and to keep your water in. Alrighty, so yeah, do that on that corner as well, on that corner, and then you just need to connect these pillars together with another row of blocks like so, and yeah, just do that on every side. It should now be looking like a proper farm. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So then from here, you're going to want to place a block in every single corner for your water placement. And this needs to be done in a fairly specific way to not flood your entire platform. If you flood your entire platform, you're definitely going to want some sponges to deal with that. Or just a lot of time on your hands. So place 1 water bucket on top of that block there, skip 2 blocks, place 1 water bucket, skip a block, and then place another water bucket. What you just did there is create an infinite water source. You can then take infinitely from that block there, and then yeah, just keep placing them all the way down the edges here. So skip a block again, that's an infinite water source, skip a block again, that's an infinite water source, and yeah, just carry that all the way down. Remember, no water sources in these 2 blocks here, water source on the corner, and then yeah, basically just keep going down. Very easy, and this is going to push all of your golems to the center, and then push them into your lava kill chamber. I think I placed a block there. Alrighty. And then if you do this correctly, you should end up with a 3x3 gap in the center. Yep, just like so. Very fine. What you want to do from here is build up by 4 blocks, and then on the 5th block, you want to build up your extra platform. So I have a command block over here, I think, to do this because I am lazy. And yeah, this should line up perfectly with your little rim that you built up here, and then that is also 4 blocks above the surface. You may also want to place a light source right there. So now it's time to figure out where your villager pods are going to be going and where your doors are going to be going. So they're going to be going on opposite sides from one another. So we're going to have some villagers over here and the rest of our villagers over there. Very easy. So come down to this layer right here and find the center of your farm. Very easy to do now that we have our water sources in. and then just build up a little bit of a chamber to store all of your villagers in. We'll put these guys in a little bit. We just need to get this part ready first. You're also going to want to put a light source in here, and that just prevents stuff from spawning. You can put glass above this and glass on these blocks if you want a little bit extra detail on this, but at the very least, just have some blocks right here to keep zombies out. Anyway, now you want to grab your doors. These can be wooden doors of any type, jungle, dark oak, acacia, whatever you like, and you're just going to place them in those spots. There should be 6 doors on either side of this, and they can be in either orientation or both. They can be opened, closed, really doesn't matter as long as there are wooden doors, like so. So now what you're going to do is do that on the other side as well. Alright, so now it's time to put the water on the top platform. What you need to do for this is place a block in the corners like so, and then either 2 slabs like that or 2 blocks like that, whatever works best for your palette. And you guys know the drill. Place a water source on the corner block like that, skip 2 blocks, and then a water source every other, creating infinite water sources going all the way down. And then if you do this correctly, you should end up with a 3x3 of dry blocks in the center. And it does. Very, very fine. Alrighty, so from here you need to punch out these 9 blocks like so. That should leave you with a 3x3, and then punch out all of these as well. And now it's time to put in your kill chamber. So you can use glass for this, or you can use any block of your choice. And also you don't need a solid tube going all the way down. What you can do is simply have rings every 3rd block, so leaving a 2 block gap. If you want, you can do that. It's a little bit cheaper, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to be filling it in. And yeah, basically take this tube going all the way down to the ground. That looks pretty cool so far. Alrighty, so now what's time to do is put in your kill mechanism to kill all of your golems. You need to break these 2 blocks here, break those, and then break all of these ones for your hoppers and then your chests. So place in a double chest right here for storage. You can obviously have that going into more storage or your storage system or whatever. Place 3 hoppers going into that, a hopper on the side of all these, and you need to crouch to place these on them, to place them going into each other. And yeah, just do it kind of like so. And then if you don't think that you placed all these correctly, you can just throw an item on top of all of these ones, and then they should all end up into your chest right there. So then what you need to do is get your signs and place 9 signs at head height, and then that's gonna hold up all of your lava and not burn you, but burn the golems. Okay, so crouch, place another sign right there, and then you can either have a lava source right there. That's going to flow kind of awkwardly and look kind of weird. Or you can place a block there and then place your lava source. That'll flow from the center outwards and look rather nice. And then, yeah, basically just get out of there. And yeah, not too bad at all. And that's going to kill all your golems, and it won't burn any of the drops. All the drops will just go right into that chest. So the farm is now nearly complete. All you gotta do now is put in a little bit of lighting. So you can either have torches in all of these locations here, or slabs right there, or if you're feeling spendy, you can just place in more blocks and just completely fill it in. I personally would suggest putting some torches on the inside of this farm, and that'll kind of make it glow at nighttime. And yeah, basically just place some torches right there. That'll also prevent spawning on those spots. Do that on this side as well. And then place a torch underneath these doors, and that'll just make your farm glow a little bit and look pretty cool at nighttime. Nice little aesthetic detail that you can do that doesn't really take any time at all. Alright, so here's what it looks like at nighttime with some torches in it. It looks like it's properly lit up, but you can't see any light sources. You gotta love hidden lighting in this game. And honestly, it looks pretty nice, and it's not just a giant floating box of darkness. Alright, you're also going to want some light emitting blocks on the top here so that mobs don't spawn and then never despawn, because mobs on this version never despawn, which is questionable at best. You can also use some slabs if you like, whatever works as long as it prevents spawning. So then it is time to get in all of your villagers. So you need 5 villagers on either side, equaling 10 villagers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Not too bad. These can be villagers of any type, and they can even be baby villagers as long as they are villagers, and this farm will work. So 3, 4, and 5, not too painful. Basically just get these guys to your farm using a minecart track going from your villager breeder or whatever you may have. And there we go. We got ourselves another golem. We've already gotten a 3 before, maybe even 4 before, so pretty good so far. So this farm and that farm over there are fully functional. That makes perfect sense as they are out of render distance of each other. The actual real render distance of what actually happens in Better Together or Bedrock Edition, the one that we're currently playing, is only 64 blocks in any direction from the player. So yeah. That makes perfect sense that both of these would work, but I've had a lot of trouble with villages linking or merging over 100 block distances even. And this is actually a really fast farm. Like, this is actually like pumping out the golems. I've only been sitting here for like 10 minutes. We've already gotten 5. Not bad. Like, really, really good actually. So, yeah, I'd still suggest build this at least 200 blocks away. If anything changes with the mechanics, I'll have it in the pinned comment down below. Alright, so how do you get all of your villagers for your iron farm? Basically, go watch one of my previous Bedrock Edition tutorials where I show you how to build a very, very, very efficient villager breeder. With this breeder, you can get up to 1 villager per minute, or even more, which is honestly kind of insane. Probably the best part of this entire version is that villagers breed so fast. But yeah, this will be linked down below in the description for you guys, and also up above in the upper right now in the iCards. Definitely watch it. Definitely a very good build to have in your world. Alright, so this bit here goes out to all you Drimmer out there who are definitely wondering how exactly you build this underground. Actually very easy. So all you actually need to do is make sure that these doors here have sky access on the blocks in front of them. So that would be this row of blocks right here. So yeah, above all of these doors, you need to make sure that there is direct sky access going all the way up to build limit. But you can have glass over that, or, you know, like leaves or something that lets through light. And yeah, pretty simple actually. So obviously do this on all sides, and that is not too difficult at all. You can use colored glass or whatever you like, as long as it does let through sky access, and then that will still be a functional iron farm. And yeah, basically just mine that out. Not too difficult. I thought we might have a little bit of fun with this outro, and just listen to this. That is pure loveliness right there. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about this iron farm, please do leave them down in the comments and I will try and help you out as best as I can. And also, please do remember to leave a like on the video, share it with your friends, and get subscribed, as we would love to have you join the silence. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next video. And then there was silence.